Alright then, let's get this party started, shall we? Welcome to part 13 of the Devil May Cry 4 playthrough. We're heading back to the castle with Dante this time. And as you saw, just from that opening portrait, the castle's sealed off by ice in quite a lot of areas, so...
Don't start with the ice puns, please.
No, we'll be severely limited on where we can go this time as Dante. This is just me looking for anything that I might have forgotten.
It's like, where did all my skills go?
You can actually choose to turn them on or off, but why would you do that? Unless you're just doing challenge run.
Have you ever tried the Devil May Cry game where you don't buy any of the upgrades?
No, it's no fun. Absolutely no fun. Now we can break this thing. Now, in terms of his basic movesets, Dante has the basic 1-2-3 slash, where he slashes once with the sword, and that's the sword master attack you get with Gilgamesh while just standing on the ground with no input from the circle button. All these style actions and attacks are mapped to the circle button. You gain new techniques for them when you level them up in the menu with like stinger motions and backwards stinger motions. Like just holding forwards or backwards while pressing it, and while you're in midair as well. It really depends on the technique. But yeah, Dante, when he's in when you have Rebellion equipped, his basic 1-2-3 slash from Devil May Cry 3 is his basic combo. His pause combo right there is actually my favorite combo in the game because of how stylish it is. He literally just spins the sword around while transferring it to his other hand. Then he transfers it into the million stab, where he just stabs non-stop. It's awesome. You can also transition into that from a stinger by holding triangle and then mashing the shit out of the triangle button to continue it.
You know, Stephen, with your monologue, who can easily put someone to sleep?
Fuck you. This fucking part.
What's wrong with this part? Whoa.
I hate these things so much. One of the most annoying enemy in the game, Blitz.
Exclusive to Dante?
No. When you're you won't see these as Nero on Devil Hunter difficulty, but if you're playing on Son of Sparda, you'll see them as soon as the first time for the castle is Nero. Yeah, the higher difficulties change enemies, just like Devil May Cry 1.
Great.
So, see that electricity there? If you attack that thing, as it is right now, you'll take damage.
So you have to wait for the electricity to go off?
No, it doesn't go off. You have to continually damage this thing with gunfire in order to temporarily get rid of its electricity.
Nice.
Here's the problem. It darts all over the fucking place, and what it does is random. Like, right there, it could, when it appears, it could do that jumping slash attack. It could try and slash at me. Like there, it could appear out of nowhere like that. It could do anything.
So how long do you have before the electricity comes back on?
Quite a good amount of time. It's the most important thing is getting off as much damage as possible. Once it's red like this,
it comes back.
Do you remember the desperation attack the Shadows did? Where they tried and grab you? This fucker does it as well.
Oh.
That's it right there. If he manages to charge into you with that, he will grab you and fucking blow up, doing quite a lot of damage and possibly ending your bloody palace run. If it's on one of the later floors.
How long is this going to go?
It goes on for an annoying amount of time. These things are such a pain in the ass in Bloody Palace because they like to combine them with the other enemies. Like you'll be fighting scarecrows with that thing. The most dangerous four in the Bloody Palace, you have to fight two of those things at once. Two of them. And there's a glitch in this game that was not fixed in Special Edition where, here's the thing, the Blitz is actually blind as well. So it's actually, I believe it's blind, so... it's based on sound.
Where's the
yeah, we're not going anywhere.
Where's the sign that says Mr. Freeze was here?
No, I thought we weren't going to do ice buds.
That's not a pun, though. That's the character's name.
Now, if I had the Devil Trigger triple jump, I could make that. There's a holy water up there. Now the basic. What was I going to say? Something about the Blitz and I forgot.
Yeah, you're talking about the Blitz.
Yeah, it's blind, so it homes in on sound. And here's the thing, it can actually attack other enemies. And here's the glitch I was about to bring up. Sometimes when it hits other enemies, that counts as it hitting you.
Huh?
Which is horseshit. This was not fixed in Special Edition 4. For some idiotic reason. And I don't get it. But yeah, we're heading back through this way now. Got
Oh,
the
great. More
Angelos.
same enemies we've fought before.
Yeah, now you have to adapt to fighting them as Dante, though. Here comes that magic orb that they only do it when he combines their efforts together.
Right.
So yeah, take him out, and the others will fall rather easily.
Okay.
You can also send them out to do a kamikaze charge at you, and they will die immediately, but if they hit you, they'll deal a significant amount of damage to you. So don't give them a chance to do anything. The Altos get stunned by just about any attack, but the... No wait, the Altos. The Altos are the gold ones. The Biancos are those ones there, the regular ones. The Altos are much stronger. So your best bet's to try and get behind them with Dante to deal some pot shots every now and then.
Right.
But because he doesn't have as much damage output as Nero, you're going to be spending a bit more time fighting them. Yeah, Trickster, when you're in Devil Trigger, you can infinitely dash with Trickster on the ground. If you're in the air, you can dash twice with it. So take them out one by one and then go for the... Ow.
That's what you get for taunting.
Yeah, when you taunt and you get hit, it makes you look like a fool. But it can make for some funny moments. Oh, that's not the funniest. We'll see another one later with Nero. Yeah, the breakable objects that you found as Nero, they're here again as Dante. So smash those.
Now, because you've mentioned this quite a few times throughout this playthrough, do you want to explain to the viewers, in case they don't know what the Bloody Palace is?
Bloody Palace is a gauntlet mode that was introduced in the awful Devil May Cry 2. You have to get as far as possible. You basically go up floors, and if you die at any point, the run ends. Secret mission there, by the way. So... in this game, there are the Bloody Palace is not unlocked until after you complete the game, or if you're actually lucky enough to get the bundle in the store that unlocks all the modes immediately, which is what was on sale at the time I rebought this. So it unlocked everything for me immediately, mode-wise, not costume-wise though.
But you're saying how many floors it has?
There are 101 floors in the Bloody Palace in this game. Dante is the final boss in the Bloody Palace, Fenton.
Let me guess, it starts off very easy, but it finishes really hard.
You will head up through the difficulties, and once you get to floor 80, you're on Dante Must Die. And Dante himself, well, if you got that far, you can go the distance and finish it. Only your skill level will determine whether or not you can finish the final battle against Dante. And again, that's the hardest part of the Platinum, because when... yeah, that's a lot of damage. Don't know how I missed... I don't know how that hit me, because normally I would have avoided something like that. Probably just like one of the few times I failed to avoid something. If that were Bloody Palace floor 80 and that thing was in Devil Trigger, I probably would have died from that.
You're telling me the enemies have Devil Trigger too?
Yeah. If you're not in Devil Trigger when they hit you with their attacks, it's gonna really, really fucking hurt. To the point where they can just like 2 or 3 shot you. It's insane. And you don't get to choose which floor you start off on in Bloody Palace. You must go through the whole thing in one go, which is exhausting. And again, one of the trophies for the game, you have to defeat Dante at the top of the Bloody Palace without taking any damage whatsoever. I've only ever done it once legit. And I still have a video saved on USBs to this day to prove to people that I actually did it. Because it was hands down the hardest part of the Platinum. It is possible to do with like Super Dante, like with certain attacks, but...
Wait, Super Dante?
Infinite Devil Trigger.
You tell me he absorbs the power of the Chaos Emeralds?
Super Dante and Super Nero are versions of the characters with Infinite Devil Trigger. And Nero's sword also always revs up to level 3 every time you attack. You also get full Royal Guard gauge as well, and there's another gauge that we'll get later for another weapon, which we'll see much later, actually. For some reason you can't break that. No, break the stuff on the table! I'm an idiot.
Again, past Steven doesn't listen to present Steven. It's the shop. Are you going to shop? Please don't tell me we have to do the spinning top things again.
Dante can't actually can't move those things, actually, because he has no
okay.
Devil Bringer. Only Nero can do that.
Right, okay.
So yeah, you have to take that pathway back there is blocked off too. So the
If
only way
Simon,
through.
if Simon Belmont was here, Simon would wish he could run like that.
No, he'd run right into a set of spikes and die instantly.
Along with
Single out the frosts one by one.
and along with that knockback that sent you back 5 feet.
Yeah. That's still in Rondo of Blood, by the way, which I've been playing through.
Didn't that get re-released actually?
Yeah, with Symphony of the Night, I bought that actually. Symphony of the Night is awesome. But back to Devil May Cry, taking out the frost one by one. I don't. Oh, I think I know what happened there. You know the spikes on the ceiling? You can actually hit them if you go high enough. And as you can see, without the Devil Bringer, trying to take these things out is a massive pain in the ass. Because they're much faster than they were in the original Devil May Cry 1. Sometimes they don't actually get stunned by certain attacks. They do get stunned by the million stabs, which I'm trying to use there. There it is, actually.
Million stabs. Can you imagine if you were stuck down yet and you would not be able to move until you actually hit the enemy a million times?
It can go on for quite a long time, depending on how fast you mash the buttons. And because I'm really quick with mashing buttons, some demons get stabbed for like upwards to 5 seconds. And that pause combo into the million stabs.
So this is where you developed your button mashing skills.
Yeah, one of the games anyway. By the way, that right there, did you see that little flashing thing at the edge of the platform there? That's actually a holy water. I don't know if I can catch it on my way down though. Right here. No wait, hold on. No, where am I going? Past me, you're an idiot.
There.
Like,
no.
you see where that little dragon head thing is at the edge of the ledge? Above me. Like, there was a one flashing, like, bluish, there was a holy water there. But I missed it because I'm an idiot. You don't need to use the items in order to beat the game, but if you're not very good at the game, they will help you through it.
Right, okay.
Because, again, the Devil May Cry games aren't exactly easy.
So this is activating the bounce pads now?
This one takes you all the way up.
So you went down just to go back up?
Yep.
Really?
Check and see if there's anything there. All the hidden red orb batches that that you find as Nero are in the exact same spot when you play as Dante, by the way.
Can you imagine actually jumping that high? Whoa, fucking
And as you
hell.
can quite clearly see there, Dante doesn't actually make that properly. They quite clearly programmed it so that he had to actually fly up a bit more.
If Nero saw that, he'd be like, fuck it off, man.
Because apparently Dante's hitboxes don't properly match up with the enemies as well, which gives more credence to the idea that it was put into the game at the last minute when it came to what they were wanting to do with the game. Because there was, according to what Ruben Langdon knows, there was supposed to be even more Nero. And yes, that's a blitz coming into play in the middle of Scarecrows.
Great. I bet you when you saw this the first time, you're like, oh, piss off!
Yeah, these are hands down my least favorite enemy in the game. I fucking despise and loathe these things.
Oh wait, they'll bring
See that shit? How's that fair?
They'll probably bring them back in Devil May Cry 5.
Better not. Like, I hate these things. And they can pop up at any time while they're darting around like that. Only after you get rid of the electricity like that can you damage them, because if you damage them while they're electrified, you will take damage. And then there's that stupid glitch I was bringing up earlier where if they hit enemies, sometimes it counts as them hitting you.
But you said that when they're in electricity that you take damage, but does that mean they're invincible?
Here's the thing. You can't actually hit them with anything but gunfire, or you will take damage. So it's like, it just slows the pace of the combat down tremendously. Also, if you're in the middle of that when he sets it off, you will take continuous damage.
Why don't you bring Chris Redfield here? You can bring down his Gatling gun and sort out the problem.
We will get something like that, but not until later. But it's not quite the same thing.
Oh, geez, going to explode.
That's another thing that really pisses me off about the blitzes. Sometimes when you shoot at them, they get stunned out of their attacks, but not all the time. It's random. So you have absolutely no control on whether or not you can effectively stun these things. It's a complete gamble. I hate that. It's like fighting the hunters in the original Resident Evil PS1 game. There's no guarantee you're actually going to make it through.
Do you know what? With the lighting changing from yellow to red, this could be the equivalent of Dante going up against a speedster like the Flash or Reverse Flash. Which, by the way, for the Arrow Season 5... No, Flash Season 5, sorry. That's currently on right now. It's going to have its 100th episode, and they're saying that every speedster is coming back.
Ooh. Oh, I'm so behind on that.
You're way behind. You've only seen, what, Season 1?
Yeah, I'm a little bit into Season 2, but I need to catch up with it. Yeah,
again, you're destroying Mr. Freeze's wife.
He's not here. Now, I just barely got that. Wait, you didn't see it because the camera masked it, but I did the dash
sometimes you
in
wish the
midair.
camera didn't do that.
Like, you didn't see it because the camera masked it, but I dashed twice in midair because of the devil trigger.
I gotta love how these gravestones somehow have red orbs in them.
Yeah, they're just there for the hidden red orbs.
And you're gonna destroy them all.
Because you need to find a certain amount of red orbs in every stage, or you will miss out on the S rank.
Oh, it does that again. You go into that
Yeah, they're in the exact same locations as well as Nero. Again, it gives more credence to the idea that Dante was put in at the last minute. Fun fact, actually, I forgot to bring this up quite a while ago, but Ruben Langdon produced all the cutscenes in this game, actually, with his motion cap. I think he owns a motion capture studio, Just Cause, I believe.
Well, he's mostly a stunt actor than a voice actor. Like I think more of his career is mostly stunt doubles.
Yeah, he did stunts for Avatar, like the James Cameron Avatar, actually. Yeah, and again, that's Ruben doing all of the motion capture for Dante and these cutscenes.
Are we gonna fall for the same trap again as these two?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Watch and find out.
Like an anglerfish lures its prey with
That's exactly
light.
what the idea behind this is.
Mm-hmm. He already knows, doesn't he?
Well, watch and find out. I love how he's skating on snow.
There he is. Well, that's you. Oh, okay.
This one is called Dagon.
What's the difference besides
It's a name.
power swap?
It fights the exact same way in the power swap. I think it's the same voice as well, Kyle Aber.
If Big the Cat was here.
Froggy! You need a really big fishing rod to catch this thing. Same strategies as before, but now you have to adapt to them as Dante. That does quite a bit of damage to him, actually. The spinning down with Ebony and Ivory like that.
Even you have to admit, find the same boss.
Look how quickly I'm destroying this thing.
But even then, you have to admit, find the same boss again, but only with a different colour paint. It's kind of
annoying. I hope they drop that in Devil May Cry 5. Or at least have the only time you refight
Whoa,
bosses.
what the hell?
Yeah, he did this earlier. He disappears.
Aye, but it's just like the Tifa is still there, but the body's gone.
I almost got hit by that there. They'll try and fake you out by lying on the ground, thinking you can move in and attack them like that. If you go in and try and attack them there, they'll get back up like that and float towards you and try and freeze you. If they do, that leaves you wide open for Froggy to chew on you.
Now you mentioned that the design idea for this boss was an anglerfish.
Or something like that anyway, like using these things to distract people. And by the way, Dagon will send out icicles to crash down on you while you're dealing with these things, so be ready to dodge to the side at any moment. Because they do just come out of fucking nowhere.
Well, since you mentioned what the design was, good feelings gone.
Yeah, just don't fall for it. Just go to town with gunfire.
With infinite... Oh, can you imagine
Infinite ammo.
Can you imagine if they put a Devil May Cry game without infinite ammo?
It's weird, because I was watching some of the Nero gameplay again. He seems to need to reload it, but not all the time. I don't know how it works. Or maybe it's for the charge shot, actually.
Well, his pistol's more like a Magnum.
It fires 2 shots this time around in 5. But I think the reload might only be for the charge shot, I'm not sure. I just wish we could get a demo for 5 playable on the store or something so I could play it and find out.
I was about to say, how long's Froggy got a timeout here, but
Yeah.
here he is.
That's the longest I've ever had him stay in that, actually.
Oh, you're having no problem with
I'm
this guy.
smoking, don't you know?
Oh, yes. Oh, you're smoking the cigars now?
Oh.
You
I was
stole
more
Jack
thinking
Jarvis's
the
pipe?
mask. I was more thinking the mask.
Oh,
Oh, remember what he said? There are more of us. Remember what happened with Nero earlier?
oh, he shut the gate, didn't he?
But, yeah.
Are we gonna get a new power up now?
Apparently, Dante's a fucking Jedi. Cause what the fuck was that? The Force?
The Force is strong with this one. Ooh,
Pandora. A fan favorite weapon,
Pandora's box.
Wasn't kidding.
essentially.
It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Oh,
Oh,
Fuck
great.
me.
Don't tell me I have
you
to
know what's
fight them.
hilarious here is that they don't actually just go straight for Dante. They just start, like, jumping around and stuff. Get her right there. Let's jump around him.
No, do you know what it is? They're distracted by their own lures. Whoa.
You can only use this in the air. It's essentially the gun attack for Pandora. Pandora's a firearm, by the way.
What the? What? A rocket launcher?
Yep. This is one of the forms. The forms that he's showing off here are some of the ones you can use in the game.
Wow, okay,
That's
I'm
the-
already liking this weapon.
Here's the thing though, you remember how Royal Guard works? This works exactly the same way. But you have to deal damage with it in order to build up the cage.
Well, he gets his own mech. Okay, this weapon's fucking awesome.
I'll show off some of the... I don't know if I do actually show it off, because it's kind of... It's so easy to fail to actually do it properly.
They better bring this back in Devil May Cry 5.
I hope so. One of the new weapons he gets is a hat, which can actually give him red orbs back. You use red orbs with it, actually, but you can get red orbs back from killing enemies with it.
A
Capable
demonic
of
weapon capable...
666 forms. There's only a few in the game. This is the basic one. You can buy 2 more forms for it to use while on the ground, which involve you...
Crossbow?
No, it's just the rocket that
Oh.
you use in the cutscene.
Okay.
The mission ends as soon as you jump down here. But
So
I'm
what's
just
the
checking
so what was the
barrel.
maximum weapons you can create with the Pandora box?
666. But there's only a few in the game because obviously you can't program that many into a game. There's probably like awesome fan art though, with people making their own forms for it. But yeah, I'm really stylish. Netting another S rank. And now that we got Pandora's box, we'll open it in the next part.